We have concluded that we need to suspend operations at our embassy in Damascus in light of the fact that we have security concerns about the safety of our personnel.
On February the 6th, the U.S. State Department suspended operations at the embassy in Damascus. All official American personnel are now out of the country. Demonstrations against the regime of Syrian President Bashar al-Assad began nearly a year ago, but the situation has escalated. In the wake of several recent bombings in Damascus, the State Department told the Syrian government that the embassy wasn't sufficiently protected from armed attack. But, says the State Department, the regime failed to respond adequately. The State Department's February 6 announcement pointed to the deteriorating security situation, but didn't specifically mention what is very likely a related concern, that the Syrian regime itself poses a significant threat to American personnel and interests. The decision to halt operations at any diplomatic mission abroad is not taken lightly. Each diplomatic mission has its own tripwires that are specific to the location and norms in that area. These tripwires are used to monitor escalating security problems and determine when a drawdown, the evacuation of non-essential personnel, or a full closure is necessary. Several agencies are involved in that decision, with the State Department taking the lead and working closely with American personnel still on the ground to determine an appropriate course of action. Once a decision has been made to suspend operations, American personnel will destroy classified information and remove other sensitive materials using diplomatic couriers. The mission will also coordinate the departure of any official Americans remaining at post using help from the U.S. Marine Security Guards and the Diplomatic Security Service mobile security deployment units if needed. It's important that the U.S. closely monitor all this activity given the hostile intelligence environment in Damascus. The Syrians will use surveillance assets placed at fixed perches near diplomatic facilities and will deploy human intelligence assets as well. The high counterintelligence threat in Damascus means that resuming operations will be very problematic. Extensive technical testing will be needed to ensure that the embassy facilities have not been compromised by a hostile intelligence service seeking to take advantage of the chaotic security situation. What's the above the Tearline aspect of this video? The closure of a U.S. diplomatic mission is a political decision based upon the security posture on the ground. In the case of Damascus, this threat comes not only from the elements that are fighting the regime, but likely also from the regime itself.